Welcome back, YouTube and subscribers. Today I wanted to give a few thinking points in deciding whether or not to take an ex back. Recently, I had someone comment that people always judge their exes, and the kind of things that I discussed in a previous video typically happens in relationships. I definitely see where this person was coming from, but there's a huge difference between a normal breakup and a not so normal breakup. And the difference is abuse. Many of us have had relationships where there was a painful breakup and we still are on good terms with our ex. We may not talk to them all the time, but if we see them, there's no bad blood. The difference in an emotionally abusive relationship is that the relationship itself is abusive and the breakup is gut-wrenching. It literally feels like tearing two souls apart due to the trauma bond or the soul tie that was intentionally created by the abuser. When thinking of taking an ex back, we have to consider if this relationship was a healthy enough relationship. There is no perfect person or relationship, but was this person and the relationship good enough? Did this person care with their actions? Did they respect you? Were you seen and heard when you were expressing yourself? Did you feel safe? Not only in the relationship, but in a disagreement. See, disagreement does not have to mean disconnection. Two people may not always agree with each other, but they can absolutely respectfully disagree, but maintain the connection between them. Also, was this person faithful? And here's a side note. If this individual was not faithful and had other red flags, I would not recommend taking this person back. This person may have had an issue with impulse control and a lack of self-control. Based on this person's behavior in the past, unless they have gotten help and have done a lot of work on themselves, the past is usually a great indicator on the kind of relationship you can expect in the future. A key element in a mature individual is their ability to control themselves. This is the ability to master yourself, and it's a hallmark of maturity. So, does this person exhibit this trait? Is this person remorseful and have the ability to show empathy? When considering a mate, we have to go deeper than he has a nice car, nice clothes, a big house, or beard. I mean, we have to be able to look at the person without being repulsed, but we cannot leave out their character. Also, does this person have the patience to go at your pace? Are they rushing the relationship? Or are they willing to take it slow? Are they willing to develop a friendship? Friendship is key for the sustainability and longevity of a relationship. Because when the romance fades, and it will sometimes, you have to have something to fall back on. Many people today, they meet and they are official in 2 weeks, but you have not gathered enough data within 2 weeks to know if this person is for you or not. Does this individual know who they are? In other words, do they have a solid sense of identity and purpose in life? Do they have a job? Many people now, because of the virus, are without a job. But before this, did they have a job? And what's the average length of stay at their job? Does this person have their own place? And how are they with taking care of their responsibilities? If they have children, how are they involved? A key factor that will give you insight into the character of an individual is how they provide for their children and how emotionally attached they are to their children in healthy ways. If you are considering someone and they have children and they have the freedom to be involved, yet chooses not to, don't even consider this person. If they choose not to care for their own children, then who are you? If you answer these questions and you find that this person is emotionally unhealthy and your previous relationship with them was full of chaos and drama, yet you are still considering taking them back, you may have some work to do. You may want to do some soul searching to understand why you are attracted to those who reject and mistreat you. Was this your norm as a child? What self-image was given to you as a child? You see, our parents give us our self-image as children. In other words, they paint the picture in our hearts of who we are, and then we begin to live that out. If you were told or it was insinuated to you as a child that you were not enough, you don't deserve healthy love, and that you are worthless, if you were abused in any way as a child, the trauma released lies into the psyche and the soul that we believe and we live out. You then become used to rejection, and you begin to attract those who treat you with rejection. In other words, you begin to attract individuals that treat you the same way you were treated as a child, with the same traits of the abuser who abused you as a child. But you deserve healthy love, and you were born enough. The basis of your value and your dignity is independent of a person or material things. You are not enough because this person is in your life or because you look a certain way. You were born enough. Dignity and value is your birthright, and you deserve to be treated in respectful ways. Love yourself and cultivate a friendship with yourself. Learn how the Father God loves you and appropriate that love to yourself in healthy ways. When you begin to do this, you then become repulsed by disrespect and those who disrespect you. Your attitude becomes, I only want those who want me. If a breakup happens and they choose not to give you the closure that you need, you know how to lick your wounds and heal. You are able to validate the hurt you feel, but their disrespect and rejection of you becomes your closure. Developing this mindset takes time, but it's worth the time that it takes. One of the things that can help tremendously is therapy. I have seen countless individuals completely transformed through therapy. In therapy, you can make tremendous strides in developing a healthy sense of self and healing the hurts of the past. If you feel stuck, hurt, or if you were traumatized by an emotional abuser in any way, one of the major things that you will experience is post-traumatic stress disorder. The host of symptoms this disorder carries can be debilitating, especially the panic attacks. Many have even experienced nervous breakdown from dealing with a manipulator, a sociopath, a narcissist. Therapy with a licensed and trained therapist can be extremely helpful and can help to eventually process and diminish the symptoms of trauma. I will leave a link below to BetterHelp where you can receive your first month 10% off when you sign up. If you don't know what BetterHelp is, it's the world's largest e-counseling platform. It allows you to receive therapy from the comfort of your own home from licensed and trained therapists. So these are some of the things that you need to consider on whether or not you should take an ex back. Overall, look at your history together and their character. Ground yourself in reality and answer the questions truthfully. To the females, let's stop making excuses for men who go from home to home looking for a mother to take care of them. There are amazing single men out there waiting for a good woman, but there are also nomadic men who have not found a place of their own since moving out of their mother's home. They are wanderers looking for naive women to take care of them. A major red flag is a man pursuing you with no job, no money, and no home. If this is his situation, he should not be looking for a relationship, but for a job and stability. The only reason he is looking for a woman is because he needs her to stabilize him with her resources. Anyway, that is all I have for today. Remember to like and subscribe, guys. Share the video. A lot of people need to hear this. Some people are being abused and don't know what to call it. Love and accept yourselves. You matter. Until next time.